Mutant Nation, look who's in town.
Long trip up. We're playing here at West Coast Iron. What are we hitting today?
Well, we're gonna do quads, back, chest, and shoulders. Or we could just do biceps.
Let's go eat. We'll do biceps.
We'll just do biceps. Just, okay. See, he takes the easy way out every time.
Always.
Right? I wanted to do the hard workout. Dustin wants to do the easy workout. It's just how it goes. But, you know, I don't mind. So, you know, I'll do whatever you got to do, brother.
Yeah, so we're gonna hit some biceps. We're gonna do, of course, stable with some barbell curls.
Yeah, we're gonna do we'll do some fun stuff. We're gonna do, we'll do some heavy stuff. We'll play with some angles. We'll make sure we blow them up nice with blood. You know, can you get a pump, Dusty?
It's all about the party pump because we're going out to the clubs tonight.
Yeah.
We're gonna show you guys the secret to Friday nights and then heading out.
It's t-shirt time. So even though we're just doing biceps, I always do a couple of sets of press downs to just get the elbows and everything kind of going. Even, you know, if I would do the same if I was just doing quads, I'd still do a couple sets of leg curls just to get the hamstrings going. You know, chest, I do a little bit of lats, get a little bit of a pump in the lats before I press. So it's good to kind of pump the opposing muscle group. Just, I feel like my joints are more stable that way.
Oh, my elbows are pissed off at me right now.
Yeah, you gotta sweet talk him, get him in the mood. Easy stuff, get everything moving. Make sure you warm up your biceps good. They're actually pretty small tendons up in your shoulder where they attach, so you want to make sure everything's really warm.
All right, Ron, let's get it. Let's get it. Come on. Come on.
You should be able to get a pump even on your warm-up sets. Just move the weights deliberately, get everything firing. Okay. It's one thing if you've trained back or something and you're already super warmed up. Okay, even chest and shoulders, you got a lot of blood moving around in there, so it's a lot easier. You do a couple warm-ups and you're good to go for biceps, but when you come in, you know, if you're doing an arm day specifically and you're cold, I always do a lot more warm-ups for the elbows. And also think of your shoulders too, because everything in your triceps and biceps attaches up in your shoulders. So you want to make sure you warm up really good if you're doing like a cold, like coming in cold and doing arms.
Basically on these, I'm obsessive about not swinging biceps.
Let's go. Get in the rhythm.
I just find that the shoulders, the traps, everything else wants to work.
Your traps want to do more work?
Yeah, exactly. Shocking. Between that and me saying, I don't know why I did that at home, the traps just fucking grow. But, so basically keep it real light, and then what I'm gonna do, if you have a good spotter, you make sure Ron knows how to give me just enough to push through 1, 2, 3 extra reps, and that's it. I find a lot of guys want to start swinging the shit around, and it doesn't register to them that they're curling a 70-pound dumbbell next to me curling a 45, and the arm difference doesn't seem to shock them as maybe they're doing it wrong. So
there you go.
We'll see.
Negatives are all yours.
2 more. Yep.
Yep. Negatives are all yours. Come on, fire. Boom.
Yep.
Squeeze. There we go. So the reason I like these bars, these specific easy bars, is they seem to be set just right for me. I get a lot of brachialis stimulation on the outside with this particular width of grip. My hands are turned just right. I feel it in my forearms a lot and my biceps. I always tried to put as much muscle as I could on my arms because I didn't have great arms. I just wanted it anywhere I could get it. And I always liked an easy bar with this type of grip on it.
Again. Squeeze. Again, come on. Squeeze. Good.
One more.
Come on, get it. And nails. Nice. Good work. Good work.
There you go. Not a heavy weight, but you can make it feel heavy. Biceps don't know the difference.
All right, I'm shooting for 5 on the first one and 3 on the second. So get these quick.
Which means he's gonna double those numbers. Dusty sets a number, usually doubles it.
Come on now.
Let's go, buddy.
Yep.
1, 2, come on, man. 3, 4, let's go. See what they tell you. King 5. Let's go. And there we go. See, I told you he's gonna double it. Let's go. Crank. Crank.
Again.
Let's go again. Bam. Squeeze.
One more.
Let's go. Squeeze. There we go. Okay.
Yep. Hip.
Bam.
Hip.
Okay. Squeeze up. There you go. There we go. One more. Come on, up. Squeeze.
One more.
Right to the top. Crunch them. There we go. Nice set. Good hard set, man. Give him the hard shit.
Come on, come on. Let's go. Save nothing. Come on. Like it's your only set. Come on. Work, work. Come on. Hit this one. I'm coming in. Let's go, let's go. Push. I need more, I need more. Come on. Don't quit. Up. Again, I need another one. I need another one. Get that.
Yeah.
Get it. Squeeze. Negative. Nice. Good work, good work. Get a couple breaths. Again. Get it.
So if you notice on the drop set there, I leaned forward just a bit on the final ones, because with the lighter bar, could kind of get into the crunch a little more. So it was good. A good spot would have made me look like I got 20 reps on my own.
Let's work, let's work. Push through these, Ron, push through these. Come on, again, again. Again, go get it. Yep. Again, again, again. Squeeze.
Those are tiny dumbbells, but by not letting them hang totally vertical, keeping the palms up, you're keeping the bicep completely loaded all the way up into a shoulder attachment through the whole rep. And at the bottom of each rep there, I was actually flexing my tricep. So I was trying to go dead straight with the arms. You know, it's not like you're on a preacher bench where you've got like, you know, where it's bad for the joints. You're with a 30-pound dumbbell in a safe position. So I'd actually flex my triceps and curl out of like the dead extension. And I mean, those are 30-pound dumbbells, but my biceps just got completely fried on that set. So, bam. There you go.
So one thing I was gonna toss in on these for you guys that have a hard time supinating your wrist, either because of a good old shoulder surgery or something else, think about a teeter-totter. If you grab this in the middle, turning your wrist this way is harder. But if you grab way over here on this side, gravity's gonna take care of part of it for you. So I always grab way down here. That forces my arm to go over that way a little bit more, and it still isn't great. So to be honest with you, if you can possibly get your pinky higher than you see mine, you should. Mine aren't actually perfect.
We're getting there. Yep.
I want one more.
One more. Drive it up. Squeeze.
That's it.
Okay.
On these, another thing to try your best to do, you might have noticed at the end, in the beginning, my elbows were doing pretty good at staying back and just squeezing the bi. I'm sure by the end, that elbow started to drift forward. That again is your front delt saying, hey bicep, I know you're tired. I'll help you. Don't forget you're supposed to be training your biceps. So as best as you can, keep that back. Let your ego run away and use too much weight or start swinging them.
There is a place for a little bit of romantic cheating on certain exercises, but on these coming out of a dead stretch, I would probably not cheat reps as much as something safer like say a barbell curl.
Come on. Yes. Come on now. Big dick arms. Again, again. Push, 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 push. Got one more in each?
Yep.
One more in each, let's get it, let's get it. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Give me that one, give me that one, last one. Last one, go get it. Squeeze, squeeze. Nice work, negative. Beautiful.
One thing that a lot of people do on these is after they do the 2 arms, when they go to 1 arm, they'll let the other arm totally relax. So this arm will be like totally floppy and they're curling this arm. But I was making sure I kept my palm up and my bicep under load the whole time, even when I was curling just this arm. So always try to find a way to keep tension in the working muscle. Try to make everything harder, not easier. So that's one thing, people kind of lean in towards making things easier, but you should always, with every working set, try to find a way to make it more difficult.
One thing on these, when you're at that full stretch, a little dangerous, hitch first, then come up, and definitely don't swing off this bottom. Hit, hitch, curl. Again, again, up. Nice, come on, come on, come on. Up. Good, that's you, that's you. Get it again. Up. Squeeze. Nice. Go get it, go get it. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Nice. Squeeze.
One thing I do here is actually flex my lat to compress my shoulder down so you anchor the one end of the bicep. You know, a lot of people have their shoulder come up and down as they're repping out. They're actually losing range.
Again, come on, come on. Squeeze. Let's get this, let's get this. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Negative. Yep.
Another thing I do on these sometimes, depending on the angle of the bench,
get it, get it, get it.
is
Negative.
when you get to the top of the curl, you know, the closer you get to the top, if the bench you're using is a little bit more angled like this as opposed to a straight bench, the dumbbell's gonna be a lot easier up here. So I'll actually turn my wrist back a touch and it adds more distance away from you with the dumbbell. So the dumbbell actually weighs more here than it does here. So essentially what Dusty just did there was almost a rest pause set, because the first arm got about 30 seconds rest while you did the second arm, and then you came back to it almost like a rest pause.
Yeah,
so it's like kind of a set in itself.
Yeah, the only tweak with those is I always leave my stronger arm second.
Yes.
Because once you're done with the first round, you only have 5 on the second. It's a really short break.
Yeah.
For the guy that just did 10 reps.
Yeah.
I also like these though because, like Ron was talking about earlier, we have a constant tension on the arm that just worked. It's still holding that weight the whole time. Come on. Come on. Get it. 3. Get it. Last one. Get it. Nice. Good work. Good work.
There you go.
All right, so this time I went crossbody earlier, single arm. Now I'm going normal hammers, both at the same time. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go! 3 more.
A little bit at the top.
One more.
There we go. How was that spot?
Beautiful.
Not bad. It's almost like I've done this before.
Squeeze, good. Again, hup. Again, hup. Nice. Get it. There we go. Good. Whew. I know you guys see the videos of the heavy poundages, the deads, triceps, squats, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, you gotta remember, the real reason you choose the heavy weight is because that's what works. So when you're going to the lighter weight, if you see, it's not because all of a sudden I decided I wanted to train like a candy ass, it's because that's what works for biceps. So that's the big key, is deciding what works for each body part. And the big trick is, truthfully, even though this is an instructional video, it's not the same for everybody.
Yeah.
I know guys that swing and, you know, slang and bang heavy ass weights and have huge arms. for buys, I should say, and then guys like me who, if I did that, my shoulders would grow and my biceps would still suck, so.
I think one of the things is that biceps being a pulling muscle,
Yeah.
it's a lot easier to put a little bit of body English into them and move big weights.
Yep.
And so people have a skewed idea of how much they should be using for biceps. Because they think, oh, you know, I bench 2 plates, I squat 3 plates, I should use 50s for curls. They think that it's like kind of a chart where all the poundages need to line up.
Right.
But it's like, you got an 800-pound deadlifter who uses 40-pound dumbbells for curls, you know? I mean, it's all about how your structure works under load. So thanks for coming down, Dusty.
No doubt, great time,
Always good to
guys.
get a workout with you.
At the best gym, absolutely.
Yeah, no, it's kind of good. I got the keys to the place, so.
It's good to know the owner, guys. So if you don't know the owner, the good news is the owner's always behind the front counter. So get out to West Coast Iron, get after it, and let us know what you guys think of some of these tips. Throw them into your workouts. Guaranteed you're gonna see a change in your arms.
And if your arms shrink, we'll totally accept the responsibility for that.
True.
Yeah, but they won't shrink. Thanks, guys. We're out.